Heyo Sporelings of the humble envelope generator. First off, the basics. We take a gate or trigger and we send that into our curve generator. That high signal passes into the gate trigger input and then activates your envelope circuit. Then, depending on what kind of envelope generator it is, it will then cycle through its stages, which can be any combination of the following: attack, decay, sustain, or release. Attack is the beginning, decay is how long it takes to fade away, sustain is how long you hold the key for, and release is how long it takes to end the note. Today I will be discussing attack decay envelopes as well as trapezoid function generators, also known as attack release envelopes. And finally, I will be going over attack decay sustain release envelopes generators. Alrighty. First off, let's talk about attack decay function generators. These are especially present in Buchla synthesizers and gives a natural decay like percussion has. So usually a very short attack and a varying decay, giving a natural fade out like the sound of a marimba or a bell. Attack release envelopes have a special trick up their sleeve. Unlike the attack decay envelope earlier, it will hold its high voltage until the key is released. This is especially good for keeping a VCA open during a on note time. Otherwise, it will close and at the relate of the release stage. Or no, actually, I'm going to redo that. Until the voltage is high, otherwise it would close at the rate of the release stage. Lastly, I would like to go over attack, decay, sustain, release envelope generators. These function generators are a step up from your standard attack, decay, or trapezoid functions. Instead of start decaying or start sustain decay, it will rise to its high voltage, then it will fall or decay to its sustain voltage. It will hold that sustain until you let go of your key or the sequencer lets go of it, and then it will cycle to its release stage. Now, when the key is released, that will signify the end of your note. For today's patch, I will be creating a self-playing patch that utilizes all the above envelope generators. Let's begin. So first off, what I'm going to do, I'm going to patch in the output 1 of Pamela's Pro Workout to my first sequencer, clock in, and number 3 of Pamela's Pro Workout to sequencer number 2's clock in. Now I'm going to connect the volt per octave of my sequencer into my first of my shuttles, volt per octave. The second volt per octave of my second sequencer goes into the second shuttle. And then the output I'm going to put into channel 1 of my hex VCA. Output goes to channel 2 of my hex VCA. And then I'm going to take the output of my hex VCA and I'm going to go into my Tangle Quartet mixer. Now I'm going to take the mix out of my Tangle Quartet mixer and go into the in 1 of my Mangantang mixer. Hook gate 1 into envelope 1 trigger, gate 2 into envelope 2 trigger, and then envelope 1 goes to 1 of my hex VCA, and envelope 2 goes to channel 2 of my hex VCA. Then I'm going to hook mix in. That way we'll get a sound when I play everything together. I don't want just a drone happening during the video. It can get a little annoying. I'm going to hook number 2 of Pam's Pro Workout up here into my negative bump trigger input. I'm going to go to number 4 of Pam's Pro Workout plus bump negative N trigger input. I'm going to put the CV outputs into the CV inputs of my Lazy Susan quantizer, and it's quantized at a C major or A minor scale. I'm going to hook the first CV output to shuttle 3's volt per octave. I'm going to stick shuttle 3 into hex VCA's third channel there. And this is going to go into Megatang number 2. Actually, connect the second CV output to AstroVibe CV volt per octave input. I'm going to connect that to channels 4 and 5 of my hex VCA. The channels, so 4 and 5 are going to go into Sifter's left and right channel 1 inputs. Sifter I'm going to put into left and right channel output here. Now we're going to have a bit of a drone, but that's okay. It's going to sound better. I'm just going to mute it. For now, I'm going to mute it. That's muted. I'm going to hook Pamela's Pro Workout number 2 into the trigger of the first ADSR. Here we go. And I'm going to hook number 3 into ADSR number 2. ADSR 2 or ADSR 1 is going to gravity CV input of cartoon running. ADSR 2 is going to position output of Spore. I'm going to hook Lazy Susan CV3 into the main input of cartoon running, which is a woggling unit. I'm going to put its position to Spore's mod A input. I'm going to take its trigger and I'm going to put it into the plus bump trigger input of bumper. The CV of Lazy Susan's last channel and stick it into Spore's mod B input. Number 7 of output number 7 of Lazy Susan running acceleration in. And finally number 5 output of Lazy's or Pam's Pro Workout. I'm going to put in grain overlap of Spore. To take output 8 of Lazy's or Pam's Pro Workout, sorry guys, into playback speed in Sifter, my granular processor up here. I'm going to take output 5 of Pamela's Pro Workout and I'm going to take it to shuttle 1's location. That's going to give us a shifting timbre in shuttle 1, our sine oscillator here. I'm going to take number 6's output and I'm going to put that into location input of shuttle 3. Now I'm going to start everything up. Now I'm going to play with the size. Actually, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I'm going to play with the size. That's going to give me a slower pattern. And multiply it by a bigger number. Thanks everybody for watching my video on envelope generators. I hope you found it entertaining and educational. And thank you again for taking the time to watch my video. It really does help out a lot, the channel and everything. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And I will see you next time for modular recommendations. I'm going to be talking about software options that you can get into, paid options and free options that you can play around for Windows and Mac OS. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you all later. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye.